everybody. I say morning, that's the only good thing about these mornings at the moment is the sun is shining, we're out on the bikes. And I've got Suffolk Andy and Aaron over there come out with me, and I'm taking Suffolk Andy round some of the Fens, and we're going to have a look, take him have a look at some of the churches, because you know he's big into his churches, so we'll take him round to have a look at some. So I hope you're all keeping safe from this bloody coronavirus. That's not nice, but all you can do is keep safe from it. I'm not going to harp on about it because I think people get fed up with seeing about it. So like I say, I'll just keep safe. Yeah, I sent Suffolk Andy a text. Did he want to come out for a ride today? Have a look around some of the churches and that in the Fens. And he said he did, so that's what we're doing. So the first one I'm going to take him to, there's a brand new one, but it's still in the process of being finished off as far as being built goes, but the design of it is all done using the traditional methods. But I don't know a lot about churches. I'm not religious. I know you don't have to be religious to be interested in churches, because the architecture on them and how they were built and the time period they was built, how they done it is absolutely fantastic. I mean, today's modern stuff, you'd have scaffolding up and tower cranes and God knows what. Well, when these were built, I don't think they had scaffolding. I think they just hoisted them up with ropes. So that's why you've got to admire the people who built these churches for what they are. So what we're doing, we're going to head up through Mildenhall and then through to Isleham. It was the first one that we're going to stop at is in Isleham, and we'll say that's the brand new church they're building, but the place itself is absolutely massive, the church. They got big conference halls and everything all built into this one place. And then probably the second place, because there is a nice big church in Isleham, I think it's St Andrew's Church. That's right near the old chapel, and apparently this old chapel is haunted. And the missus said to me, she said, take Andy there, because if anybody can pick up anything from this being haunted, he will. So that's what we're going to do. But I think for Suffolk and Andy and Aaron, this is a mystery tour, because they, as you know, they're both from Ipswich and they don't know this area. So this will be a bit interesting for them. I shan't go mad, because I know these roads, I know what they're like, and I don't want to lose them. So with that, I'm just going to keep quiet and I'll switch this on again when we get out towards Isleham. But just over this hill we're now coming into Isleham, and that building you can see in front is a brand new church. It's not like a modern day, or I say modern day, traditional church, but that is a new church. And as you can see, it's been built on like the old traditional type things. So I'll just indicate, I don't know if we can go in, but we can stop here in the gateway and just park here. And just switch this off for a sec. That is a new church.
My God, it's like a bloody been built like a Cedar barn, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all built on the traditional methods.
Alright.
Yeah, all the wood is all the joints are all hand done.
Okay.
Yeah, but that is massive inside. I've never been in it. This is the first time I've actually stopped here, but that is massive. That is massive.
You wouldn't think that's a church?
No, that's actually called the Ark. Yeah, that's actually called the Ark.
It's called the Ark?
The Ark.
No, that's the Ark. Oh my God. They say the church ain't got any money.
They're getting it from somewhere. As you can see, look, they're still all ongoing around these edges and that.
Yeah.
But that weren't until sort of the latter part of last year that they got the car park done.
Right.
But you still got all the electric points in there for the lights and what have you.
Stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's an impressive build, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a big Tudor build, isn't it?
Yeah, and I believe it's the Baptist church.
Baptist.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't mind new churches, Rob, but I like the old ones better.
Yeah. Well, I just thought on the way through I'd just show you that, you know.
It's worth seeing, actually.
Yeah.
I'm quite impressed with that.
Yeah.
That's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Coming into the village, we're in the village of Isleham, and just up here at this junction here, both sides of the road, you've got the cemetery. You've got the old one on my left and the new one on the right. That's the new one, and that's in there where the Mrs. Dad is and her little brother, unfortunately. But you've got the almshouses here, Lady Frances Peyton. That's all part of my Teresa's family, because she's done a family history, and that all dates back. They're all included on her family ancestry. But there's the Isleham Church, that's St Andrew's. But what we'll do, hang on, stop this indicator off. We'll park up just up here, because the place I wanted to show Andy is this building here. Which is the old chapel. That's an old priory, and this is supposed to be very haunted.
This is the haunted one.
This is the haunted one.
This is a haunted one.
Yeah, there is a plaque along here somewhere that tells you a bit about it.
Okay.
But the missus was saying when she was young and she used to play around here as kids, she'd sit on that wall, and this side should be nice and warm, and the other side was freezing cold.
All right.
So that's why I brought you to this one.
It's quite a way of Saxon anyway.
Yeah. I think the date is on that sheet of paper that I gave you. There is a plaque, here it is. Islesland Priory Church.
It's a Benedictine Priory Church. Sustained in the late 11th and 12th century. Bloody hell. Oh, isn't it?
So it's been here a few days. Yeah. But I don't ever remember it being open, to be honest.
Wait here, I'll go get the lockpick. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll go in there for 3 minutes.
It's actually all the years I've lived here, the first time I've stood here and looked over this gate.
Yeah. I bet you this was a graveyard years ago.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
If you look, the ground,
A sunk.
the indents in
Yeah, all.
that's where the graves are put in.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to remember years ago they didn't bury them in coffins, so just in shrouds.
Yeah.
So the ground is actually goes in like that in the end.
That's it, yeah.
And you can see them all along now, look, they're all graves.
Yeah.
They're all forgotten people now.
Just don't want to drop my key over there.
Huh?
Don't want to drop my key over there.
Have they?
No, I'll say keep hold of it.
I was going to say, if someone's dropped the key over there, this is over there and not in my car.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That is very, very odd. Oh.
Certainly an impressive. Look at the brickwork, how that's been.
Oh yeah.
That looks as though that's been done afterwards, just to build it up again.
It says it's 11th century, but when you look at it, that looks more Saxon than 11th century. But
Yeah.
look, people who built it were still building in this style at that time.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. That was old. Oh, well, maybe one day I'll come back and see if we can get inside when this bloody virus is over.
Yeah. Yeah. But you've got the main church of the village is just up the road there.
You can see that big cemetery and all that.
Yeah, that's the. You've got the old on the. As you're coming down to the junction, you've got the old on the left-hand side, and the new one is on the right.
Yeah. Right then. Where are we off to now then, boy?
Where do you want to go?
I don't care. Depends.
Yeah, well, we can head out through Soham if you want. Because you've got a big church there.
Yeah, got there then, mate.
We're now heading into Soham, and during the war, the railway station here was nearly blown up because there was I think it was an ammunition train coming into Soham, and I think it was hit or something happened to it, and some of the people got it out of the station before it blew up, and basically saved Soham. But But the main reason I brought them over here is again for the church. This is the church that was on the news. I can't remember the exact date, but that was in the 2000s, where the funerals were held of young Holly Wells and Jessica Chapman, which everybody knows the story of that and what happened to those two young girls. So that's why I brought them over here. Very sad time for them and the family. And here's the main Soham High Street. So there's not a lot in Soham, but you've got the big church up here, and that is a big one. I don't know where Andy wants to park, but I think what I'll do, I'll go and park in the Fountain car park, which is a pub just round the back here. There's a little car park there. We'll pull up in there and you can have a wander. But as I said, check out his video, because he'll do a cracking video about today, and that'll be worth watching. Right, I'm going to switch this off and we'll pick it up again in a bit. We're now heading out of Soham. We stopped there for a little while in the car park at the near the church there, and yeah, so we're now going to head out of Soham, and I think we'll go through to Sutton. There's a nice little church there on a bit of a hill, but I was going to go, well, I shall go up through Hadnam, but I was going to go out up on the 142 and into Sutton that way, but I think I will go the back road and come in the back of Sutton, because they wanted to see the Fens, so that's what we'll do. But yeah, just over there is the cemetery now, and there's Commonwealth war graves in there as well. I guess Andy see that. We're now coming through Wilburton. Again, these are all little fenland villages out near Ely. And you got another little church there. It's not a very big one, that one, but the one I'm taking them to is on a bit of a hill. And you're saying, what, you're out in the Fens and there's a hill? But yes, there is, and that's surprising actually how hilly the Fens is. If you look across there, that was pointing across towards Cambridge. So yeah, that's not all flat in the Fens. People think it is, but it's not. And we're now coming into Hadnam. As I say, all these are not too far away from Ely. But we should be heading up and through Ely a little bit later on, and hopefully then on to Littleport. where the Harley Davidson memorial is. I was going to take them and see that because I've never seen that. That's been on one of my videos for a while ago, but they've never seen it, not the actual monument itself. So we're going to end up over there. I was going to go up the other way, but I thought I'd come out this way and come in the back of Sutton, because if I'm not mistaken, you might be able to see Sutton again. Sutton sits up on a hill, same as Haddenham, and there's some nice views across here. That was the reason for this way. They wanted to see the Fens, so they can see how actually flat and open, or so I say flat, how open that is. We'll see, can you guys come to that? I think once we get out of Haddenham, you should be able to see Sutton, which is the next place that we're heading to. Again, there's a different view with every turn, as you can see across there. They're not the best of roads through here, they're a little bit rough. So again, that's another reason to take it a bit steady. Yeah, Sutton is actually over there, so you can't see it from here. Not without looking right round. But as I say, these roads are not the smoothest, so... But yeah, there's Sutton. Don't think the camera went round far enough when I turned my head, but Sutton's across there to my right. But what we're coming up to, we will be turning off just before it, is what they call the Bedford levels. The other week I done a video when I went over to Chatteris for breakfast, and we went over that Bedford levels then. And what somebody pointed out, I'll have to admit I cannot remember who it was. I think it was one of the guys I went with. Over the back here at Erith is where they was testing it was back during the 70s, the monorail, and they put a monorail up, and that ran all the way from Erith right up, I think it was up nearly up to Sutton, if not a bit further than Sutton Gold, and that was a monorail, and that was actually hover. It was like a rail, and this train sat on it and hovered, and it didn't work out, and they scrapped the project. They'd chucked millions at it, and all there is left of it is 3 concrete plinths, 3 big lumps of concrete of what the rail actually sat on. And we're now coming up to Erith, the boatyard at Erith, at the start of the Bedford levels, and it ran from up here and it ran along the other side of this bank, and them big, I don't know if you can see them from here, they're where them white sheds are. That was where that was started from, over there. But as I say, you cannot get to them 3 concrete plinths because they're in a horse field. But yeah, running all along here now to my left is all the Bedford levels that was built out to drain the Fens. And you look back across there now, I don't know if you can make it out. It might not pick it up very well on camera, but that built up area over there is Haddenham, where we've just come through, and the one just at the front of me is where we're going, is Sutton. And as I said, they're actually built on hills in the Fens. As you can see across there, you've got the flatness of the Fens, but you've also got the hills. But when the wind blows across here, that does blow. I can feel it now. Right, I'm just going to take them down to Sutton Galt. There's a pub down here, it's called the Anchor, and that's right on the side of the Bedford levels there, on the drainage thing. That's if we can get through. And that, as I said in the other video there, that was all dug out by a chap called Vermuden to drain the Fens. We might be able to get there, we might not. I know this road goes through to Chatteris, but we're coming along there now. We will see. If not, if we can park the bikes up here, we can just have a wander across and have a look. I might get Andy to lead us back and lead us out of here. I know what his answer will be, because he hasn't got a clue where we are. I think there'll be an off in it somewhere. Right. I think we are here. Yep. Yeah, we're here. Right, yeah, this is all floodplain. And this goes straight up, right up past Welney, through Welney Wash. I don't know if you can see it, there's a little bridge over there. That's the one we went across the other week. And that bank over there, it's just the other side of that, is where they done the monorail for that hover line that was going to be the big thing. But you can see how that's all flooded.
Rob 64's motorcycle tours. Yes, Rob 64's motorbike tours. What is it, Rob?
This is Sutton Galt.
Sutton Galt?
Yep, you've got two rivers. You've got one run up here, and one run up the other side of that bank. Okay. And all this bit in the middle floods. Okay. And this was dug out by a chap from, I believe it was Holland. Holland, yeah. Named Vermuden. Vermuden dug all this out? Yep. By himself? No, not on his own with a shovel. No, he had a few people helping him. 255 years doing this job. Yeah. But he dug this to help drain the Fens. Okay. Yeah. And in the winter time, all this floods. As you can see over there, that's all flooded. And the swans love it in here. But the other thing, do you remember back during the 70s when they was testing the mono hover rail? That was done the other side of that river. Alright. Yep, there is, you can't get to it, but as we come, where we turned off and come up that road, did you see them big long white sheds, roofs? That's where that started from. Okay. And that come right the way up nearly up to that bridge. You got a bridge up there.
Yeah.
That went nearly up to that.
Okay.
And they ripped it all out, and all there is left, if you look on the map, you can see where these rivers run straight. One of them has got a bit of a kink in it.
Yeah.
And in there, you'll see 3 concrete blocks.
Yeah.
2 of them are close together.
Yeah.
Then you've got a gap. Then you've got another one.
Yeah.
That is all that's left of the stand for the monorail. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that was abandoned, wasn't it?
Abandoned.
Didn't work.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. The train,
Yeah.
I believe, is somewhere over Peterborough way.
Okay.
Somebody bought it. So that's why I thought I'd bring you over here, just to have a look.
Yeah. I don't even know where we are, Rob. So.
No. I didn't think you did.
No.
I was going to say you can lead us back.
No.
No.
I had said earlier that you are the human sat-nav.
Yeah.
You are the human sat-nav. And I did say we always think of you as the cavalry.
Yeah.
Okay.
We see that bridge over there, where that building is. There's a bridge over there.
Yeah.
You've been over that.
Have I?
Yeah.
Is that the other road you take?
Yeah. When we went up to Market Deeping,
Yeah.
we went over there.
All right.
Yeah. Because that road takes you out through to Chatteris and then up to March.
Mark, yeah.
Yeah. And if you follow this road, you go through the fence, through this gulch, and then over the bridge, and then that bring you out in Chatteris.
Right.
But I weren't going to go that far.
No.
We just left Sutton Galt, and we're actually in the village of Sutton now. That's called actually Sutton on the Isle, that's called, as in Isle of Ely, but this is Sutton on the Isle. Yeah, I was just going to stop up here at the church, because that's actually up on a hill, so I was going to take Andy up and have a look at that, but we're now coming up to the church, as you can see. The reason I brought them to this one was because of the architecture on it, and being just a little village church, that's quite amazing, really. What's here? Show you this one, because I've been up on that hill.
Yeah.
And the shape of that tower and the...
That is impressive, isn't it?
Yeah. That's a big church for a little village.
Yeah. You'll probably find when that was built, some very, very rich owner of
Yeah.
land round here built it.
Mm.
And so he could show how godly he was, and he could get to heaven better.
Yeah.
Or about having a big church.
Yeah, and he's probably buried in one of them.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Well, inside the church he'll be.
Oh yeah, he will.
Yeah.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah. We'll just stop for a bite to eat and just have a ride through Ely down by the river. Along the front of the cathedral, and then we're going to head over to Littleport. I know you've seen the cathedral on my videos before, but we're coming round a bit closer to it this time. You can see these old buildings here. There's the church there, and that place there is the white and black is Oliver Cromwell's house, and you've got the church, the cathedral through there. That old cannon in front of it apparently was given to Ely City by Queen Victoria. But yeah, that cannon, apparently that's Russian. Oh, the church, that is open. See, all these old buildings were all part of the cathedral there at one time. And there's a few people about down here. going to stop. Probably stop along here somewhere. Great Ooze.
Oh, this is the Great Ooze. Great Ooze River.
Yeah. Everywhere is shutting down, I mean. Boatyard over the back there. This bit along here, right the way through, where that grass is through there, and right the way down is all free fishing. And yeah, I've fished it. Had a few pike out there in the time, but usually get a lot of people along there. But everything at the moment is cancelled. You've got the railway line over there as well. So yeah, I just thought I'd bring them down here so you can see what we've got here in Ely.
Oh, down here.
Yeah.
Did I get busy in the summer?
Oh, definitely. Especially there's a piece of grass through there, it's like a green.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That does as well.
Yeah, there.
Yeah. And do you know, as we come up that road along here,
yeah,
there's what they call the Jubilee Gardens.
Oh, right.
Well, that comes from that road right the way down the river, just the other side of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have heard of the River Ooze.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's this one.
Oh, right. So this is a proper river?
This is a proper river.
Been dug out?
No, this is proper river.
Proper river?
Yeah. Head through to Littleport if you want.
Yeah.
Have a look at that.
Yeah.
Right, that's Ely anyway. We'll head off through to Littleport now. And we're now in Littleport. Here's my mate David. Yeah. I might just stop and go back. That chap there, he had a bad bike accident. He's a mate of mine. I was just going to go and say hello if that's alright. I ain't seen him for a while.
Scary, 2 minutes.
It's the Harley Davidson Memorial.
Harley, two, standard, Harley, Davidson, Company.
Yep. The S in the William Harley is Sylvester.
All right.
Yep.
So what is this here then? That's an American bike.
It's an American bike, but it's because of William Harley,
yeah,
Senior, was born in Littleport.
Oh right.
He was born in Littleport down.
So you're saying the founder of Harley Davidson was born?
His father was.
His father was.
His father was.
Well,
and that's the only Harley he'll probably get to sit on.
I bet you feel comfortable on that, Sam. Yeah, more comfortable than my bike. Yeah,
yeah, his the father was born down Victoria Street in Littleport.
All right.
and then
Feel you like your old Harley? Yeah.
and then emigrated. I think it was 1859 or something.
59. Okay. What, to America?
To America, and
Founded Harley Davidson.
yeah, he was co-founder of Harley Davidson.
So if that wasn't for his dad moving from here,
They wouldn't.
it would probably never have happened.
No,
Or it would have been British. Would it have been British?
possibly, yeah,
Yeah, it could have possibly been British, Harley Davidson.
yeah.
Think about that one.
We could have even had a completely different name altogether.
Could have done, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, there you go. For you Harley boys in America and all over the world, this is where it all started.
this is where it originated from.
Dad.
Yeah, yeah. So I thought I'd bring you out here.
Yeah, I've never seen this. I didn't know this. And I bet you, a lot of people in America don't know this either.
No, I bet they don't.
No,
I bet they don't.
no. I bet they don't know the origins of the thing.
No. They've probably got the similar sort of thing over there for the Davidson side of the family,
Yeah.
or from the company.
And look, they're ringing the bell
Yeah,
for Harley Davidson.
and you've got the church across the road.
Yeah. They're ringing the bell for Harley Davidson.
Yeah. Right, we're now heading out of Littleport, and we're going to make our way back to Walker's. Well, I hope you enjoyed all that. It's certainly been a brilliant day, and it's been great to be out with Suffolk Andy and Tackless Dribs, and we've had a great day, really great day. So with that, I'm going to end this video as we're now heading back to Walker's. You all stay safe and ride safe if you manage to get out on your bikes before this lockdown, if that's going to happen. But whatever you do, keep safe and try and keep virus free. I know that's not going to be easy, but just do the best you can. And all being well, we'll talk to you all in the next one. I don't know what it'll be, when it'll be, but hopefully not too long. So take care everybody. Bye for now.